So one of the questions that's come in is about language demands on the computerized assessments aligned with the Common Core, like SmarterBalance and PARC. Has the initiative also been active with those efforts and considering the language demands?
You know, it's clear that those the assessments will have some pretty serious language demand. The standards themselves do, and then if you look at the sample items that both SmarterBalance and PARC has posted, there's quite a bit. There are discussions both around sort of assessment, around accommodation, as in both within both SmarterBalance and PARC, as well as trying to understand the language demands of the items. There's a group of people that mostly center around Gary Cook and Robert Linquanti, myself, and a few other members from the Smart Understanding Language, but others who aren't involved with us, like Gary, who meet under the auspices of the Council of Chief State School Officers, that brings together the representatives from SmarterBalance and PARC. Magda Chia is at SmarterBalance. Tamara Rivas at PARC usually attend those meetings. It's hosted by and coordinated by the Council of Chief State School Officers, and they basically come and discuss and look at, and in some cases operationalize issues like the language complexity of the items. Gary Cook developed a language complexity tool there's a pretty simple index of the language complexity of items, and SmarterBalance is tagging all of their items on language complexity. So there's a little bit of work around that's being done, but you know, there's always this tension with assessment about what it means to accommodate for language, meaning do you take out or do you simplify the language? But that's especially challenging when, in many ways, language is much more tied to the content.
Right.
And it was easier when all you had to do was worry about complex verbs or something, you know.
Right.
But when it comes to real content-related words or words that support engagement of content, you really need to assess that, even though it's a language construct.
So when you were talking about accommodation, you were talking about what kinds of adjustments might be made to tasks, not excluding students from assessments, right?
Correct. Right. So I mean, you know, the simplest and most obvious example being things like pop-up glossaries and so forth.